Hi, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So today's question I wanted to cover was about Meghan Markle and her children. I think everyone has noticed in the pictures that she's been providing recently in videos and whatnot that the children don't seem to be particularly happy. I remember I looked at this picture when it came out and I said, this is supposed to be for her birthday, Lilibet's birthday. And I was like, that girl does not look happy. No, that's not a happy child right there. And I was just like, and normally people, of course, she has no ear there. It's totally photoshopped. But I just noticed, as everybody else has pretty much, who's looked at these pictures, you never see, normally people with young children at this age, you would see them laughing and giggling and, playing with the dog or jumping in a pool or whatnot. Like there'd be like a lot of activity and noise and like just, being kids. But these kids never look happy. That they're never giggling, laughing. They're just even playing with that. He looks bored. I mean, they look like little adults or something, like serious adults here. When it's supposed to be the most playful, happiest time of your life, right? And these kids just look miserable. It's like they're constantly working for mama or something, used as props. Just led around, like here, pose there, pose here. So I'm gonna look at this today. This looks very lonely to me. This is not, a small child should not be looking out, pondering the meaning of life. You know what I mean? It's like it's a child. He should be playing with his trucks or something. You never see any playing between the parents with the children. It's always just Harry and Meghan. They're always dragging either. The only pictures you see Harry and Meghan interacting with the children is Harry's got always has little Betty on his shoulders. Always, so many pictures of that, and dragging, leading Archie around. So it's always Harry and Meghan like leading the children around. Like you can't tell me a little girl is that fascinated with a flower. I don't think so. I'm sure she might look at it for a little while, but I think they get bored of that pretty quickly. They're obviously being directed. Pose like this. Hold it up like that. Higher. Put it in front of your face. We don't want to see your face. So it's always Harry and Meghan holding the children. Of course, they don't want you to see the faces always. But yeah, the children, the only time she tries to make them act like they're happy, she's like, okay, give me a kiss in the cheek and I'll get you a candy bar or something. She probably had to bribe them to do that. I'm just saying, because these kids just never look happy. Just like the dogs. Dogs never looked happy either. And people commented about that when she was walking the dogs in that picture in Canada. It's like the dogs never look happy. You don't see the dogs running around, wagging their tail. I mean, dogs smile. I mean, the dogs always look sad. Just sitting there, just like, oh God, what is she going to do to me next? I mean, serious. These dogs are not happy. They're like, please, please, let me go free. Let me get a new owner, please, for the love of everything free. Like nobody's happy in that house. The only one who's acting like they're happy in a hysterical, manic, insane way, in my opinion, is Meghan. And nobody else looks happy. I'm just saying, that's what it looks like to me. Maybe I'm all wrong. Maybe it's just a few pictures, and I shouldn't jump to conclusions. So let's see. Let's just do a reading about it. If my camera will stay on, having a little camera technical connection issues. So hopefully it'll stay on. I'm going to do a reading on this. Let's do it. Oh, so of course it's going to act up on me. So let's do a cartouche reading. I'm going to ask, are Archie and Lilibet happy? And if not, what's the cause of it? Are they happy? Yeah, that's what the cards say. So what is the situation with Archie and Lilibet? They look miserable in these pictures. They're never laughing, smiling, giggling. Even at Disneyland, I didn't show you the Disneyland pictures, but they just look bored and morose and depressed and just sort of drugged or something. And kids should be running around going, Yeah, God, Mickey says they should be like screaming and yelling and mommy, take me. I want to go on that ride. There should be a lot of enthusiasm there. And you don't see any enthusiasm with these kids. None, none. They're just like zombies, apparently. So that's why I want to look into this. What's going on here? Are these kids happy? And how's it going to go for them? Is there a solution for it? What's the solution for it? Factors to be considered. And how's it going to go in the long term? How's it going to go in the long term for these children? So let's find out. Are Archie and Lilibet happy? Let's see what the cards show. I'm trying to get back into my cartouche. Haven't used them in a long time. I want to get back into the swing of things. This is the deck I started out with many years ago before I got into tarot. Believe it or not, I was afraid of tarot when I was younger. I was like, oh, I might use that, scary. But the cartouche, the very nice positive deck. No, there are a couple of negative cards, but it's not as scary. It's too much Hollywood movies. Hollywood ruins everything. I'm telling you. Anyways, but luckily I got over that fear, the Hollywood fear there, um, of tarot, and love tarot now. But when I get back into cartouche, I love this deck as well. Cartouche is great. So, what's the nature of the problem, or the situation with the children? Oh, the Sphinx. This is the nature of the problem. So the Sphinx is number 21. I think of like they can't wait to be 21 to adulthood. But secrecy, excuse me, the Sphinx is about secrecy and keeping secrets. Can also be a card of animals. There's an animal figure there. So it looks like the nature of the problem for the children is that they're expected by their parents and everyone to keep everything a secret. Like the children don't know what they can say, what they can't say, who they can talk to. They're a big secret, right? Meghan and Harry are completely paranoid about their pictures being taken or being seen. And so this constant, like, don't tell anybody this and don't tell anybody that. And we got to be careful so that nobody sees us or sees you. And you've got to hide your face. And a stupid light here. I'm getting a different light soon, so I can hopefully improves the situation. But anyways, yeah. So this is the secrecy. The secrecy is driving them is making them feel uncertain and not knowing how to act. And it kind of reminds me of YouTube censorship. It's like you don't know what you can say or not say exactly. I mean, you do know what the obvious things, but during COVID, you couldn't even say the word vaccine without getting a strike. You know what I mean? It was ridiculous. Like you really didn't know. And because they keep it ambiguous, and they keep it, yeah, ambiguous. They keep it not ambiguous. What's the word? They keep it difficult to discern exactly. And that's what the children's problem are here. They can't discern, well, what can I say? What can I not say? Will I get yelled at if I talk to that one? So that's the major problem is how paranoid Harry and Meghan are and how secret they are. Because, children are, they want to be open. They have hope and faith for everything. And then, they're supposed to, be loving with everything and everyone and not, be paranoid from the outset. So, that's going to cause, I think, problems later on. But whatever. What is the cause of this problem? Horus. Hmm. So the first thing I think of with Horus is that all-seeing eye, right? The Illuminati, the globalists, the Satanists that Harry and Meghan are involved in. But it's also about, family, creativity. So, obviously Archie and Lilibet carry the burden of their parents' expectations of them as being part of the royal family. Just recently, it was said that Meghan tried to get passports for them and have HRH put on it because Harry and Meghan wanted the children to decide whether they wanted to be working royals. And that apparently spurred Prince William to action that he's going to be taking away those titles. But, anyways, yeah, the family here being watched constantly, being watched by the Satanists that they're involved with. And also creativity is this card as well, because in arts, because of course Meghan is trying to use them for her own creative projects and videos and whatnot. She wants to use them and make clothes and all kinds of creative things to sell around them. Yeah. So it's this family situation that they're in is the cause of the problem, and not wanting to do anything that would negate them from being working royals. Yeah. And the parents are no doubt programming them that we've been treated unfairly by the racist royal family, so you got to grow up and take care of things kind of deals. Has that pressure as well. So the family, the fact that Meghan's using them against the royal family, and the fact that they are, and they have to be, and because of that, Meghan and Harry want to keep them secret so that no one sees them, so the royal family can't see them as, blackmail, I guess people have said. Yeah, so factors to be considered in all of this. Factors to be considered. Now, I should say, also, these are both fixed cards, fixed. So that means it's a situation that's not changing, and there's a lot of stubbornness. And there's nothing they can do to say, come on, mom, let's lighten up a little bit today. Let's not be so secretive. Well, that's not happening. It's a very, and they're never not going to be a member of the royal, related to the royal family in some way, if genetically they are, which many doubt. But I'm just saying, regardless, they're being portrayed that way as a prince and a princess, regardless of what the actual reality is with the DNA. But anyways, factors to be considered. Number 8. And isn't that the symbol for the Masons? The Freemasons can't help us see that. Again, this is another fixed card, so a situation that's not changing, they're stuck with it. And this is the Masonic symbol here of masculinity, craftsmanship. Yeah, so again, it's a spiritual influence going on here. And it can indicate building a new temple is one way of interpreting this. But I think in this case, it's building a new American royal family. I really think that's what Harry and Meghan are doing here, what Meghan's trying to do. She's trying to be the American royal family, which is why she is so pretentious and obnoxious about her titles. And you can call me, I'm Sussex now. You got to call me Duchess of Sussex. Yeah. But again, this is a masculine energy. So I do get the idea that Harry is, obviously a factor to be considered strongly, that his influence on this and what he wants, because apparently Harry's the one that's more paranoid about showing pictures of the children. And or you could look at it as it's the male child, Archie, who is, I don't know, the most one that she wants to keep hidden from the family and whatnot. Now, if it's not Harry, this can also indicate how Meghan is very masculine in how she's dealing with the children in a business way. Not very maternal, more masculine, and using them to use for her. And it's not yeah. So it's more that she's using them in a business sense and to craft and create something that with these tools that are normally used to build structures. Meghan's using the children to keep them secret, to keep them watched here, the family, to build her websites and her Instagram page and all that. So that's Meghan. These are tools of her trade. These two children are part of her toolbox, if you will. So what's the solution, advice, or comment given? And I got bossed. So another fixed card. All these cards are fixed. Like the situation is not changing no matter what. There's no progress being made right now in the situation. But anyways, bossed is about healing, mental healing. Protection, devotion, mental health. So, yeah, it looks like and also psychic energies as well, spiritual energies. So the solution is that there needs to be more improvement in that area and people addressing that area of their life, or else, like I said, it's not going to be good in the long term for these children if they're starting out paranoid and afraid that they're going to say the wrong thing or reveal the wrong thing and their mother is going to freak out, right? So all of them need therapy, it looks like, from this at the end of the day. And yeah, so there needs to be a lot of healing going on here. And also, all this drug use and the turmoils and the drama of using these children for business and put that much pressure on them. Do this, do that, now pose like this and whatnot. Yeah, and she's not psychologically sound, I don't believe. Interesting. This can also be about sports. So sports could be a healing thing if they got involved or got the children involved in, whatever sport they like to do. I mean, whenever you see those children in videos, they don't look very energetic, right? They kind of look drugged. I mean, they're just like zombies. So they should be running around, right? Usually at those ages, you can't, you're grabbing them all the time to keep them from running out into the street. You know what I mean? Not their kids. Their kids, it's like, I don't know. Meghan wants to make them seem like they're so well behaved, but it's worse than that. They just look like they're not all there. But anyways, a lot of mental health healing that needs to go on. So what's the end result or outcome? End result or outcome, Isis. Oh, the mother here. Uh-huh. Oh, but this symbol is not just for the women of maternal love. This is also a throne. This is a throne. Yes. It's another fixed card. And yeah, perseverance. She's going to persevere with this. Meghan has her eyes on that throne. And, she's the maternal. This is the maternal love, and magical arts and compassion. Yeah. So this is the mother not giving up again. All of these cards are fixed. Nothing's changing no matter what. It's the patron card of mothers. So she is going to do and be on top of these children. And yeah, she's going to do everything she can to lead them to that throne. So yeah, one way or another, whether she goes back to the UK, Megalodon, or stays in California and is the Queen, Queen of California, that is the end goal. And she's gonna do everything she can, and she's not gonna let it go. And yeah, she wants to be like a Kardashian kind of queen, you could say. She's definitely going to be getting there one way or another with these children, keeping them at it, not persevering, not stopping, and keeping a lot of secrets, using the cachet of having the connection to the British royal family and working at it in a very masculine business sense. And yeah, I don't know. This is the solution or advice given for improving your mental health. Will she do that? Really? I doubt it. Can anything help them at this point, Harry and Meghan? Anyways, because with all the secrecy around them, I in a million years I don't see Meghan allowing her children to see a therapist and spill all their guts there. So yeah, so she's gonna just keep working at it. And I think Meghan is gonna get some type of position here. The powerful woman here. She's going to be sitting on her throne of some sort, whether it's a website or a whatnot, which is most likely what it's going to be. Right now, of course, her throne is Instagram, but I'm sure she's going to just keep going at it. Her and her Sussex Squad over the years. I mean, we're on 7 years now. She's still got the Sussex Squad. She's still got Christopher Boozy. She's still got her PR. She's still got Netflix, and she's going and going and going. That's why I'm going to this fixed. Like it's not going anywhere. She's not going to wake up tomorrow and just say, "Oh, that's it. I'm going to stop. I'm going to go into seclusion now." No, this is never going to end. And these children, these poor children, yeah, one way or another, she's getting them on a throne somewhere. That's all I got to say. So there you have it. These poor children, they don't look very happy at all. And nothing is going to change it. Nothing's going to stop it. I'll tell you what. So there you have it. So I hope you enjoyed this. So please like and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.